I was really proud of how we played in the second half. We outscored them by 10 in the second half, and we looked much more connected than we did to start the game, and definitely in the second quarter. So we're going to watch film and build on that. But I didn't think we took great shots in the first half, and that was reflective in the score.
You mentioned when the teams went to play in Fort Collins that the team needed to get shots to fall to have an opportunity against this team. What changed in the second half to where, the shots started to fall?
I thought we were a little more connected. I thought we shared the ball a little more. We weren't pressing to make shots, and just kind of settled into the game. The way Colorado State plays, the average person wouldn't realize, but they're daring you to shoot. Some of the kids, they play way off, and we just didn't connect in the first half. But I thought we just did a better job of trying to take advantage of their switches and their aggressive defense, and obviously played a much better second half. We just can't keep digging ourselves holes.
And after the slow second quarter, I'm just curious, what was the discussion like in the locker room at halftime?
There wasn't a lot of kind words being said. I thought we were just playing selfish basketball, and I do not think not one kid on our roster is selfish, but I do think that they try to put the comebacks or the onus of the scoring on themselves. So I thought the shot selections weren't great. I thought we could have shared the ball and got more reversals. And there was no flow in the first half. It was throw the ball into the post, dribble, 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 shot, and I thought in the second half we came out and we actually got some ball reversals. We were all on the same page, and it looked better.
You have both Sheffey as well as Naomi that get 11 points in the second half. Just talk about how the guards were a big part of that elevation for the offense in the second half.
Yeah, two totally different type of guards. Naomi is not only a scorer, but she can set up her teammates. She just has a knack and a shimmy to her game that she can not only get herself open, but she can find her teammates. And Ronnie just plays like a little bulldog. She's just always working hard, defending and scoring, and they're just really talented guards, and they got us going in the second half.
And then looking forward to Utah State, what's kind of the mindset going into that to get back in the win column?
We got to get connected. We got to come back and really have a couple good days of practice before we go. Utah State's a very dangerous team. Don't let their record fool you. They play zone and they press and they shoot a lot of threes. So if some of those threes fall, it could be a very long night. They played quite a few people tight in the conference. So we just need to be prepared to attack and get back in transition.
Teams used a couple different starting lineups with the last few games. What's the thought process behind mixing it up?
We're losing and trying to get off to a better start. That's really it. It's just trying to find a good combination. Some of those combinations we've been working in practice, and having two ball handling guards with Naomi and Ronnie was the reason why we went to the change with the guards. And Callie's going to get her minutes and be Callie coming off the bench or starting. So just trying to find the rotation that works best for us.
And then what's one big positive that you saw in this game that you can kind of take into the next season?
Like I said, I'm going to take the connectivity and us playing with a sense of urgency in the second half and being able to execute on both sides of the ball, not just scoring the ball. I thought we did a really good job tonight versus up there. We just got driven on last night. I didn't notice that was that much of a big deal. We let Froby, number one, kind of get loose, and she hurt us in some offensive rebounds. But that's, the individual guarding her. I thought together defensively we did a good job on Emma. We can't stop a player as talented as she is. We tried to slow her down, and I thought we did a good job there.
Silver linings, that's 2 straight games where you've had nice second half comeback. That give the team confidence going forward if they find themselves in the same situation?
I hope so. We got to get to a better start. Right now I just think they're bummed that they lost, and we're on this little slight or downhill right now. But this is a long season. It's a very good conference. Not the start that we wanted, but in my eyes we're only 2 games down, and we'll figure it out. And we have to steal a couple on the road.
Ronnie, the team gets all the way back from 14 points down at the half to win one a couple times. Just what was the energy like in what it took to get back to that point a couple times tonight?
I think it was just we got a couple of buckets starting in the second half, and that just gave us momentum, and just kind of took it from there. I mean, that was archery basketball that we played in the second half. Like, we didn't come out like that to start the game, so I think that's what, we got down in the first half and kind of dug ourselves a hole. So, but we need to get back to starting the game like we played in the second half. So.
And then specifically in the fourth quarter, you were perfect from the free throw line and finishing at the rim as well. What was your mindset going into that last quarter?
I just think being more aggressive, and we just all need to get better at like knowing how they're playing us defensive wise and getting comfortable with that and then taking advantage of that as the game goes on. But I think I was just trying to be more aggressive and also looking for open people as well. So.
Team goes 2 of 18 in the second quarter. What was so difficult about what CSU was doing to you defensively in the first half?
I don't think it was anything they were doing. I think we just it was our fault. We didn't take advantage of how they were playing us. I think we need to do a better job of actually taking mental note of things and going from there. But I think we kind of just, kicked ourselves in the foot on that one. It wasn't anything they were doing. So.
And then that late three from you in the third quarter, which kind of got the crowd hyped up. How did that kind of keep you guys in the game and keep it close throughout the end of the game? I
mean, everybody came down and hit some big shots going into, especially in the third quarter, that made us get back on track. So I think, and the crowd was more energetic. We were more energetic for each other. So I think it was just momentum building. But I think a lot of people hit big shots to help us get going. So.
This team's only had to deal with back-to-back losses. This is now the second time this season. Talk about the mindset and resiliency within the locker room to, get ready to go for the next one.
Yeah, I mean, adversity happens. It's okay if we lose a couple. It's not where we want to be, but we can't have a mindset of hanging our heads at all. We just have another opportunity on Saturday, and we have to keep that mentality through the rest of the season. Each game is an opportunity to get better, and so you can't really, sit back and look at the losses. You just have to keep going.